Uluru Waterfalls, an exciting andrar site. Town of Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, is a mountainous sandstone formation in central Australia. This is a place, one of the most famous natural attractions in the country. The waterfall is located in the southern part of the Northern Territory, Central Australia. The first researcher who discovered Uluru in the unique rock was a European Ernest Giles. It happened in 1872, and, although he saw the first unusual natural phenomenon, from the shores of the lake located near Lake Ayers, to reach his discovery, he was never able to. But very soon, in about a year, Tour was conquered by the British explorer William Gosse. It was he who gave the name of the stone giant, calling it Ayers Rock in honor of the Australian Secretary of State Henry Ayers. Ayers later became Prime Minister of Australia. As a tourist attraction, this natural attraction has been available only for a visit in 1950, immediately after the completion of the highway to Uluru. Today it is one of the most frequented and iconic locations in Australia. Natural attraction Australia Waterfalls attracts each year more than 500,000 tourists a year. Along with the popularity came, and the problems associated with the status of Uluru Mountain. On the one hand, the authorities understand that economically wrong not to use available in the country a natural wonder to replenish the state treasury. On the other hand, crowds of tourists may cause a sharp discontent of the indigenous population as well, as a mountain facility has long been considered a place of worship of the gods the Aborigines. According to ancient belief, communication with the mighty mountain can give a man power. Today, even with modern equipment, it is difficult to tell the age of the mountains and calculate the approximate date of its occurrence. But the architects believe that Uluru area has been inhabited by people for a long time, more than 10,000 years ago. Determining the age of the mountains contribute to the preservation of rock paintings of primitive man. According to the beliefs of the Australian Anangu tribe, to the land of the people should be treated as a mother and shrines. Adoration of the mountain from the locals due to the fact that in ancient times it saved people from death. In the desert, where people could die from the heat, it was in the caves of the giant mountain natives have found relief from thirst. In the caves at the foot of the monolith formed 3 small lakes, which are periodically filled with drinking water. Scientists still have not come to a consensus about the origin of a huge rock on a flat space of the Australian desert. Some believe the unique mountain Uluru monolith the second largest, 1st Augustus, also in Australia. But others believe that Ayers Rock monolith cannot be considered as under the ground. He teams up with Olga the mountain. Here at this stage it is necessary to clarify that the distant Australian wonder has a piece of Russian history. Mount Olga, located 25 kilometers from Uluru, it was named in honor of Princess Olga, the daughter of Russian Emperor Nicholas I. As befits a desert area, the rainfall in the area is not often fall. But as a rule, the Australian desert generously watered by heavy rains during the period between November and March. During this time, the monolith is saturated with water, which changes the color of Ayers Rock. The colors of the rock for this reason becomes particularly coloring, with the inclusion of unusual shades of purple. After the loss of 1 day's semi-annual amount of precipitation, Australian Rock Mountain is simply a fantastic spectacle. Agree, it is not always possible to see a huge rock in the middle of the desert changes color throughout the day, with waterfalls that flow down.